I Will Academy presents financial education classes. Today we'll learn top 5 lessons from Rich Dad Poor Dad book, written by Robert Kiyosaki. So today we'll talk about a very popular book named Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book is written by the American businessman Robert Kiyosaki. It was published in 1997 and till now has sold more than 300 million copies. This book is so popular because it talks about money to the middle class, which was not taught in their upbringing. He's talked about two fathers. One, his own, who's a PhD, who's a poor dad, and the other is his best friend's father, who's a businessman and is the rich dad. Though this book has many learnings, but we'll cover the top 5 which we feel are the best. So let's start. Lesson 1. So the first one is not to run away from challenges, rather to find opportunities in them. In middle-class families, kids are told we cannot afford this, which leads them to believe that a lot is out of their reach. On the other hand, rich kids are taught that if they want something, how they can afford it. So if you say that you cannot afford something, you kill yourself all its opportunities and stop thinking about it. If you start thinking about how you can afford it, then your mind automatically starts to make way, and then you create opportunities for yourself, and you create wealth too. Lesson 2. The second learning is what is your net worth and how much you can earn. Robert Kiyosaki, that even though his father was a PhD, he didn't used to have money by month end. On the other hand, the rich dad in the book, who was not even a high school graduate, had all his focus on acquiring assets and retain all info. Assume you earn $1 lakh and save only 5% and keep it in the savings account, whereas your friend earns $50,000 and saves 20 to 30% and uses it to acquire assets. Lesson 3. The third learning is to take risks. Kids in middle-class families are always encouraged not to take risks, and especially in money matters. He says that you should learn to live with risks, because if you want to create wealth, you need to take calculated risks, and as you start accumulating wealth, you'll learn how to manage risks. The middle class fear taking risks because they don't have the capacity to bear loss. The rich are not scared of making mistakes. Rather, they learn and do not repeat the mistake. Lesson 4. The fourth learning is that we all should educate ourselves in personal finance. According to Robert Kiyosaki, we should know these 4 things about personal finance. The first being basic accounting, so that we can read the financial statements of companies. The second is investing, so that we can grow our money. The third being one should know the basics of the financial markets, and the fourth is tax, so that we can protect what we earn. It's seen that the rich start losing their wealth gradually due to the lack of financial education. Lesson 5. The fifth learning is that you cannot work for someone for a lifetime and create wealth. The employee trades his time for a monthly salary, and the employers try to take out worth more than he pays. Rich Dad Poor Dad tells us one earns less than their potential in a job. So when you do a business and work for yourself, there's no ceiling on your income. No more you will earn, the more you'll be able to save, and the more you'll save, the more you can invest. And the more you invest, the more you'll be able to acquire assets. Summarization of 5 lessons. 1. Don't run away from challenges. Find opportunities in them. 2. Teach your kids about money and personal finance. 3. Take risks and learn from your mistakes. 4. Educate yourself in personal finance. 5. Do not work for someone your whole life.